Maximus. Hello, humans. It is I, the great Maxinio. Unfortunately, my female human left me in the dark for the last hour, and I am upset. That human did a bad thing to me. But I'll forgive them, because I am the great Maxini. I have big whiskers. Debbie, Elizabeth, Alex, hello, hello, hello. Hope you all are doing well. The great Maxini is doing good. The great Maxini, though, still has his stitch, so his stitch doesn't necessarily seem like it's a dissolvable stitch. We were told it was dissolvable, but they might have to cut it out, or not cut it out, but remove it. Ain't that right, Mr. Maximus? Hello there, Ruth. How you doing? Hope everybody's doing well on this Tuesday evening. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Bruce. How's it going? Hello, Rosemary. Yes, Rosemary. So that's technically an old picture. That one it's just been updated. There is another one that also is with Rosemary as well. It shows kind of her buggy eyes. It's maybe the last one. I'm not sure where it is. Alex, your cat has long whiskers and he's the size of the sun. That's one big cat. Hello there, Connie. Hope you're doing well. Jesse, which cat runs Jesse? Hello, which cat runs the world? I don't know. The alpha cat, I suppose. Yes, Bruce. That's the one. They're so hard to see, but yeah. Her bulgy-eyed eyeballs. And then I think it's got her name above it too, Maxie. So, and then also tomorrow, wife's gonna call up the vet, and we got to make an appointment for Zelda. She's got a rabies. Her rabies is due at the end of the month, so we got to keep her legal in the state of NC. I think rabies tags are required in most states. Not sure though. Hello there, John. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Connie, I'm referring to the one that if you go up, kind of scroll up in chat, Connie, to like Rosemary, it has a picture of Rosemary from Rosemary Carl, and it says this one. It's kind of hard to see, though, on a cell phone. Easier to see on a bigger screen, TV, laptop, so forth. Hello there, Catitude. How you doing? So I also have three things technically to talk about here. Number one, for those who remember, I was supposed to be starting my new school job on Monday, but due to the threat and then like maybe a quarter of inch of snow, we had no school on Monday and we had no school on Tuesday today, but tomorrow we should be good. I did go in the building today. It was technically open, just not for kids, just to kind of get a layout of the land, if you will, and met a few coworkers and kind of the area that I'll be patrolling with the second graders. So that's one thing. John, you just finished dinner. How y'all doing? I'm doing good, John. I hope you are as well. Max is doing well. All the kitties, for the most part, are doing well. It's just cold. The second thing, a little bit of news here that I'm going to talk about is Max enjoys his little chinny rub. He's a little chinny. Um, hello there, X Spider. Is the cat dead? Well, the cat's definitely enjoying themselves, so in a sense, I suppose. Anyways, the second thing, most of you know we have a crawl space and we have some mold, unfortunately, in our crawl space. Uh, and that's going to be remediated over the next 2 days. The company that we went to, hello there, average internet troll. I hope you're not too much of a troll, but appreciate it. John, missed you last week. Circumstances, yep, completely understand, John. And I hope things are, seems like, as far as I know, I think that doggy situation is somewhat better, but still something that can happen in the future, unfortunately. Hello there, Tranquil. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. So over the next 2 days, the first day they have to pull out all of the insulation that's like on the subfloor. So they got to pull all that stuff out. Excuse me. And then they're going to treat the mold and do whatever they do. I forgot exactly what they're doing. They're doing something. It's like a spraying and then like a rubbing down of the actual ply boards and things like that, the wood. Excuse me. And then the next day, on Thursday, they're putting in the dehumidifier because that's kind of the key. You can treat mold, but if you don't get your humidity issue controlled, taken care of, then it'll come right back. So that's where the dehumidifier comes into place underneath the crawl space. And it won't really run much this time of the year because it's set at a certain humidity level. It's set at I think 50% or 51%. So anytime it's over that number, it'll kick on. In the wintertime, you usually don't have to worry about it because, it's less humid. But obviously in the summertime, especially in the summertime, but spring, fall, things like that. And then, excuse me, they will be fully encasing all the vents. So that will be done. John, that's a great question. Why do newer homes get mold easier than older homes? It has to do with the wood somewhat, John. Because the last company that I had out there, that we had out to look at this situation, he was saying wood was treated differently back in the day, like back with homes built in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, so forth, and it's not treated the same way today. So yeah, as far as I know, that's the reason. But, the thing with mold, it can happen anywhere, any home, to anybody. You just need moisture, water, right? You need some kind of food source, wood, something organic, and then you need oxygen. Hello there, Red Lupo. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Bruce, they should be required to have treated wood home. Well, it's treated, Bruce, but it's not treated for mold. It's treated for other things. I think in North Carolina, Bruce, and it might be the same in other states, because there are a lot of crawl space homes that are still that are being built in North Carolina, probably South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, so forth, is eventually a requirement when they build these homes. They're just going to have them encapsulated. It's just going to be part of the cost, right off the bat, is what I think is what they're trying to get to eventually. If anybody is new here, a big hello to you. Hello there, Kevin. Hope you're doing well. Those who are new, this is Mr. Maximus. Mr. Maximus has had a rough year. Mr. Maximus, in the beginning of the year, like in January, he was diagnosed with diabetes and he struggled with his diabetes. He was very up and down. Then poor Mr. Maximus, he had some tummy issues. He had pancreatitis. He had irritable bowel disease. He had some gallbladder issues. We got that under control. And over the last maybe about two months at least now, maybe it's been 3 months, He has gone into diabetic remission. So he's still technically a diabetic, but the poor little guy, he doesn't need any insulin shots, and we still check him like every 2 or 3 days or so just to see where his glucose numbers are, and they've been good. Bruce, as far as his walking goes, it's never going to probably get better. There was probably just too much damage done to the cells. So it's unlikely he probably will never like gain full function of his walking, but he walks well and he's a fast little monkey on the ground. And then, as most of you know, he had this and John, I'm going to get to your comment in here in a section. He had his part of his face falling off. Well, not falling off, but he had like these lesions. But it's been determined that it's likely a food allergy, so he's been on a new novel food and he's been doing good. I mean, you can see like there, like right here where his stitch is still. I mean, that's all basically, that quickly. You look at all that hair. It's like, remember, like maybe a few weeks ago, he had this big bald spot. Maxie, I'm gonna get your face up here. He had that big bald spot, but now it's gone. Over here, you can see it's all gone too. So yeah, he's good. John, let me get to what you said there. Wood treatments are a two-way street. You don't want arsenic in your home either. And mostly have crawl spaces up in Virginia. Jesse, he's definitely had a lot more energy since he's had his diabetic remission. He's running around more. He's being a crazy little monkey. Yeah, he's definitely been better. Hello there, ghosted soul. How you doing? You live with a black kitty as well. Awesome. Cat is so much or so glad that Maxie is better. He's been through so much. Yes. 2026, hopefully will be his year. Where are the cat's eyes? They're right there. He just got his eyes closed. He's not a blind cat. We do have a deaf cat, but he's not blind. He's just enjoying his rubby rubs. Hello, Mr. Maximus. Exhausted soul. She has one eye since you rescued her as a baby. You made me just wake her up and pet her after seeing hers. Oh, okay, awesome. Hello there. Excuse me. Hello there, Maya. Oh, the third thing I wanted to talk about, just very briefly. It's kind of like a question more than anything. So, most of you know I Am Raven, Shelly, right? We usually once a month we do like kind of like a joint live stream, and we are going to be doing another one in about 2 weeks or so. This one's going to be a little different though. It's going to be a cat quiz, so you all are going to be answering questions. Hello there, Ryan. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. And it's going to be like cat questions, like easy cat questions, and then they're going to get progressively harder. And they're going to kind of get mixed in. I'm also going to have like 5 questions about these cats that we live with. And then Shelly's going to have 5 questions about the cat that she lives with. Excuse me. As well. Emily, do you know of anything to do for a kitten with an eye infection? It really depends on how the eye infection is, Emily. How long has the kitten been having an eye infection? Is it watery? Do you see green gunk coming out of the eye? Let me know in chat, and then we go from there. Hello there, Liz. Hope you're doing well. So what I wanted to ask you all, we probably will have like 3 winners, right? We're probably going to have 3 winners. And I want to ask, like, what would you all want as a prize? Shelly was talking about maybe some kind of merchandise. I don't have any merchandise. I know she does. I was thinking maybe like, a gift card. Hello there, Lewis. I was thinking, I don't know. I was just thinking a few things. An ounce of gold. $5 million. Or I was thinking, I don't know, something. Let me see. Emily, not too bad. She's 4 or 5 weeks old. Clear goop, but closes overnight and wakes up with slightly yellow goop. Wakes up with eyes closed. Yeah, I think Liz said take her to the vet. Hey, Cindy, how you doing? I would agree with that. Depending on how long has it been going on? How long has it been going on, Emily? You don't want to mess around usually with eye related issues, especially with kittens, because they have a weakened immune system because they're growing. They would probably, I think Ryan mentioned an antibiotic, or somebody mentioned an antibiotic. Yeah, Ryan mentioned an antibiotic. Definitely call up your vet and take them in. It's always good to keep top of those kind of things. You don't want it to get worse, um, and just kind of go from there. A week, yellow. Okay. Yeah, I would definitely, my wife is saying some warm compress. She's giving you some information. The great thing, Emily, about the things that you're reading in chat is a lot of these folks, if not most of them, are really dedicated cat parents, and they've been living with cats for decades, most of them, and they know their stuff. They've been around the block. So if you have any other questions, feel free to ask. Catitude prize should be a donation to the senior cats. Yeah, it could be something like that too, Catitude. It just depends. It's just something I've been thinking about, and I appreciate people's responses with that question. Hello there, Fusion Gaming 999. How you doing? We're gonna hang with Max for a few more minutes, and that's all I got on my end. Yeah, right. Is that everything I got? Hey, Lewis. I don't know if I said hello to you, but hello, Lewis. Cat quiz, job stuff, crawl space stuff. Yeah, I think that's it. Anybody got any news on their end? Anything they want to share with the community? Anything they want to talk about? Feel free to put it in chat. Hello there, Nico, the Norwegian. Thank you for those gifts. Appreciate it. Also, Norwegian, know that every single cent, every single dime, every single penny goes to help rescue cats around the world at the end of each month. Emily, thank you guys so much. We just have to save a bit to get her to the vet. She will go 100%. I just need to be able to help her to get her to until the time comes. Okay, Emily, I completely understand. I mean, we have 9 cats, and excuse me. We definitely know that these vet bills can be very expensive, very expensive. Mr. Maximus here, just as an example, just going to throw at him as an example because he's had a rough year. Excuse me, he's probably, Max, I think your vet bills have been about maybe 5 or 6 thousand this year. Now that's a little extreme, but he's had a rough year. But he's worth every penny of it. He's a good boy. Anyways, though, we are probably going to start heading out of this room and checking on some other felines. So if you all want to say goodbye to Mr. Maximus, hello there, Joseph. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us tonight. Hope all is well in your world. We'll say goodbye to Maxie, and then we're going to go visit some other kitties, including Crazy Yoda, a 20-year-old tabby, an orange tabby, a bowling ball of a cat, Pandora, the baby. Oh, Maximus. I don't know. I kind of like Max's Stitch. I don't like him still having a Stitch, but I think that purple kind of looks good on him. Hello there, Joseph. The other Joseph. How you doing? Hi, Maxie. You be a good boy. You're gonna get fed soon. Like, not soon enough, though, human, but you're gonna get fed soon. All right, Maxie. Here, let's. You want this? You want this? Do you want this on your head? There. Now you're looking rather dapper, aren't you? Joseph, I'm doing well. Hope you are as well. If you are new here, a big hello and welcome to you. All right, Maxie, you be a good boy. I still might give away this tunnel, but I probably won't. I'm just thinking about it. The cats kind of are attached to it, so I think I probably keep it. Hi. Come on, Yoda. Back up. Hi, Yoda. Where's your toy at? Hello there, Mackenzie. How you doing? All right, Yoda, where's your face at? You know you love your face. You think that's my face probably, huh, Yoda? And you're just like slapping it around. Orange. Bruce, on the trivia game, if there are any vet questions, I will not answer because your daughter might be watching that day. It's totally up to you. Totally up to you. You don't have to. I mean, it's up to you if you're gonna participate or not, Bruce. But there will be cat related questions. Mackenzie, do a poll. I don't really do polls all that often. Hello, baby. Now, I was last time I had a live stream that this one, the baby, she might be having a medical year in 2026. I got a feeling she might be. Hello to Mackenzie, new to the live, awesome. If y'all want to say hello to a Mackenzie, feel free to. Make sure you give her a warm welcome. Bruce, you just wanted to be fair that day. I understand, Bruce. I understand. And obviously, people can just Google things if they so desire. But I obviously will tell people, hey, please don't Google. If you know it, great. If you don't know it, then, just guess. Pandora. Oh, yes, baby. Let me come over and pet you. So, Mackenzie, this is the baby. That's Orange Tang. Yoda is the one playing with the toy. That's Pandora. That's like 4 of the bunch. Ghosted Soul. We live with 9. Hello, Erica. How you doing, Erica? First time? What is it, Yoda? Erica, or not Erica, Mackenzie. I mean, these are mostly all foster fails, or rescues. So my wife and I have fostered like literally probably 60 kittens, maybe 70 kittens over the last decade or so, and we wound up just keeping some of them. Yoda was a foster fail. Tang was a foster fail. Tiny, who you can't really see at the moment, but she's over there. I'll get her a better picture of her soon. She's in the tote over there. You can kind of see her head a little bit. She was a foster fail. So, hi, baby. You're a good little calico. You're a nutty little calico. What's up, Orange? Bruce, you had 3 adoptions. 2 are kittens. Awesome. Yeah, Bruce, we're not having any luck with our sponsored kitties at Safe Haven. Finto is still there. Jazz is still there. I don't know. Peppercorn is not on the website, so I don't know what happened to Peppercorn. I did send out my contact person an email. I think maybe like Thursday or Friday, just asking like what's going on with Peppercorn. I mean, did she? I don't know. Did she just kind of get pulled out of the rotation? Did one of the volunteers maybe adopt her? Did she, I hate to say this, did she pass away? Haven't gotten a response yet. So when I do get a response, then I'll let the community know, probably like in a post or something. Yeah, Bruce, if I'm traveling in December for Christmas, bring your friend. So I'm not traveling anywhere, Bruce. Winter break, we'll just be hanging out here. Now, some of you who saw the short, you saw this baby here swatting at something, and I asked you all who you thought it was. I think some of you thought it was either me or maybe even this goofball Yoda. Yoda. But it was Pandora. These two have a frenemies, sibling rivalry. And I was doing so good, a half hour in, and I haven't been able to. I've been like rather coherent, which is always good. Those of you who are new, just beware that I'm a special person, so I have sometimes it's difficult for me to pronunciate certain words or to say certain things. I blame catnip and too much litter. Oh. Appreciate the kind comments from everybody. Erica, you love your video. You love the videos. Okay, awesome. John, has anyone seen those videos of cats and dogs with 3D carpets that look like deep holes or cat? Oh, yes, I have seen that before. Yeah, John, I know what you're talking about. This is Pandora, a little kind of like something that's kind of a neat little fact about her. She was a blood transfusion kitty back when she was much younger. She's about 15 now. So this was before we lived with Pandora. So I don't know if she, when she got her blood taken from her, if she ever like saved any cats or not. She might have. Abby, am I single? And what state? I am not single. I am happily married to my wife of 20 plus years nearly. And we live in North Carolina. Giselle, ugly cat. Oh, I'm sorry that you feel that way. But to each their own. Oh, well, I guess you were timed out. Bye, Giselle. Have a good night. So, but anyways, that's just a little something special as far as Pandora. Well, Maya, you never know, right? You know, that's the thing with doing these kind of lives, these like vertical live streams, is it pulls in a lot of different folk compared to, you know, the lives that are this way, right? From left to right, like kind of if I turn the camera, it doesn't kind of get pushed out recommended as much. So, hello there, baby. The baby is also about 15 or so. I was saying earlier that unfortunately, I think the baby here, and then if anybody has any questions about these cats or about me or about what this channel is all about, then feel free to ask. Because one of the things I try to promote, I don't do a good job of it usually. It's just not how I'm just not like good at it. But the donation side of this channel, how we donate everything to charity, and we're always looking for people. I guess my wife is saying she's 13. Well, 15, 13 is close enough. She's this, we'll call it in the middle and say she's 14. But anyways, she's been losing some weight here. Um, Hello there, Asifa, cat lover, Gooter. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. But anyways, said she's been losing some weight, so it wouldn't surprise me that this little girl might have a medical year next year. Tang, is this a? Are you telling me something, Tang? I need to go over to you. Um, Liz, I mean, it could be a thyroid issue. Um, we haven't done blood work on her in a while. And obviously, things like that can pop up quickly, almost overnight. So maybe we will just get her in to get a T4 test and go from there. Erica asking, have you watched Walton Files? I've never heard of Walton Files, so I have not. Has anybody watched that? Yeah, Cindy, she might have got into that that weight loss drug, yes. Might have been her cat, didn't it? All right, let's go over here. We're going to go over to the orange cat in a moment who's posing for y'all. But before that, we're going to see Miss Tine here. Oh. Now, Miss Tiny was also a foster. Tiny and the orange cat I was showing y'all, especially those who are new, they're brother and sister. They were also foster fails as well. Tiny used to be a skinny little, small little cat, but now she's got like, she's got some, she's got some extra cushion. She's got some extraness. Hi, Yoda. What's up, buddy? Hello there, George. Potential scam. Received a text about a free gift. Huh. Well, hello, George. Hope you're doing well. Probably a scam. Hello, Kit. This is Kit. Kit's another foster fail. The Walton Files are scary videos. Maybe I'll take a look into that sometime tonight. Or over the next few days or so. Kit. You're a good girl. Zelda, you gonna come out, honey? Zeus! Zelda! See if Zelda comes out or not. She might not. Cindy, she's very voluptuous. Yes, that's a good word for her. She's an odd little kitty cat. What's up, Kit? All right, let's... George doing fine. Happy holidays to you, the wife, and the kitties. Same to you, George. I hope everything's going well on this Tuesday evening. I hope your week is going well so far. Let me kind of crawl my way over to the dramatic one over here. Hi, Orange. What's up, buddy? You get your butts? Hello there, Haley. How you doing? What's up, Mr. Orange? Oh, do I got the belly? I got the belly of the beast. The belly beast. You gonna bite me because I got your beast? Your beastly belly? Erica, have I played Five Nights at Freddy's? I have not. I've heard of it. I know what it is. I have not played it though. I don't play too many games, but my games are more like role-playing games. Playing a Zelda game right now. Hello there, PokeCraft. You subbed for the cat. Well, that's a good reason. I have not listened to any Freddie songs either. Whoa. I appreciate the compliment there, Matthew. Orange cats are pretty cool. They're a little weird, though, because they all work with one brain cell together. I guess this is a gamer's night. Have I played Minecraft? I played Minecraft for maybe about 2 minutes. I thought it was kind of dumb, and I turned it off. So, like I said, I'm more of a role-playing game, more of a Zelda fan, stuff like that. Bruce, what you saying here? I remember 2 years ago there was a contest on YouTube, and the price was a pair of tennis shoes. Your name was drawn, but then he said shipping was $167. Good gravy. Needless to say, his channel got banned. Wow, that's a lot. That is a lot. I mean, where is he shipping it from? Like the moon or something? Hello there, British Bulldog. If you are new, hello, hello. Pokecraft, you have an orange kitty, and his name is Simba. Oh, let's get the beast. Let's get the beast. Pokemon. No, I do not play Pokemon. Like I said, role playing. So think like Final Fantasy. From those who know like Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest games, like older games, the Legend of Zelda games, Mario, that kind of stuff. No Minecraft, no Pokemon, no what is that other game that a lot of youngsters play? Roblox, I think it's called. Things like that. George, I might like the game called Medieval. Medieval? I spelt it wrong. Medieval. Okay. I might take a look at that, George. John, you just play pinball. Well, let's not go bitey. All right, Zeus, you gonna come out, Zelda? I'm gonna have to get under the bed and go under there with you. Nope, no Fortnite. Now, Johnny, you talk about the old style of pinball. Actually, Zelda, you are not under the bed. Where are you, Zelda? Oh, there you are. You snuck. Come here, Zeus. Come here, Zelda. Okay. So here's a special treat for everybody. Miss Zelda here is 20. She is the oldest cat that we live with. She is a diabetic kitty. She has kidney disease. She has a heart murmur. She has cataracts. But you know what? She's still going strong. She should be the queen of the cats, but unfortunately, nobody respects her and her rule of law. Like Yoda back there, he vampires her. He gets behind her and he like chews on her neck or tries to. Epic Potato, you like cats? Well, that is good. You are in the right place. So here's a hint, hint. Zelda, on the quiz that me and Shelly will be doing, Zelda will be having a question about her and her age. So just a hint, hint. But this is not going to be, this live stream is not going to be for, I think, at least a couple more weekends. But she will be one of the questions. Yoda, you look perturbed. You look perturbed, Yoda. Hi. You're like, nobody's playing with me, and I feel left out. Maya, that's gone off track. Don't like it when certain people dominate a chat. You can't get a word in edgewise. It's supposed to be about the cat spy. Well, bye, Maya. It happens sometimes. You know, I'm not gonna like unless somebody's being completely rude. As far as like their questions or whatever, that's one thing. But if people want to ask me questions, I have no idea. I mean, I have no problem answering questions. But that's just me. That's just how I run these things. I mean, I'm talking about the kitties, but if people want to like ask different questions, then I'm never going to like say, hey, you know, don't ask that question. That's not how I do things. Wake up, good girl. I've never heard of that, so no, I don't know what that is. Pokecraft, no idea. Get right, Miss Zeusers. Zelda. You're a good girl. Hey, kid. What's up, honey? Yeah. Sorry, everybody. Keep on sniffing in your nose. Yeah. Don't have a cold or anything. Hello there, little angel. How you doing? Oh yes, Yota. All right, we're gonna hang with these kitties here for a maybe a couple more minutes, and then we're gonna go check out Miss Rosemary, see how she's doing. Oh. She's sleeping right now? Okay. Is she sleeping by her hot pan? Asking my wife. George, one of your friends' cats, one of your friends has a polydactyl cat, 7 toes on each of its front feet. Interesting. That might be another question, George, that I might put into that quiz. To be determined. Erica asking what songs do I like. So Erica, for me, classical and country. So pretty much anything classical wise, and country being not like the old 50s country music, um, but more so with like the 80s, 90s, and maybe early 2000s, like George Strait, Tim McGraw, Brooks and Dunn, Faith Hill, Reba McEntire, those types. Catitude, no hard rock. No, it's just not for me. Um, Pokecraft, I have a video of your cat Willow on your channel drinking out of the toilets. If you want to be the type of person that tries to sell advertising, so please don't take this comment the wrong way, mods. No, no, you're fine. George, it is out of the yes, it is. But here's the thing, though, George. I think most people will like forget. We'll probably forget that, so it's no worry. Yeah, thank you. There, oh, my wife. I was gonna delete that message too. I just didn't get to it in time. Appreciate it. But no, George, I think most people will forget. You know, it's like with some of the people that are on the live stream here. It's likely that they're not going to probably be on the next live stream. So a lot of the people I've noticed, a lot of the people that come into live streams, they normally only here one time, and you never see them again. Of course, there's the regulars who I appreciate because that is like the heart of the community. And I always appreciate y'all hanging in here and being with me and being with these cats and stuff like that. But I'm just being honest. The bulk of new folks, especially, it's a one-time thing. They might subscribe, but then usually after that, you won't ever see them again. And again, I'm just being honest, because it's just having do this, being like on this platform for like 2+ years, and doing these live streams for like a long time. And Tranquil, you probably know the same because you do live streams pretty frequently as well. You probably, you have like your regular kind of core group, but then you also have a lot of people, like you're saying, they just drift through, and, they might be in there like one time, and, you never see them again. So it's just how it is. PokeCat, if you had gems, you would gift. Okay. Well, that's appreciated, but no worries. All right, let's say goodbye. It is about that time. We're going to go check in on Miss Rosemary. So we're going to say goodbye to Miss Kit. We are going to say goodbye to Yoda, Zelda, Tiny. Oh, let me get over here. Oh, you know what? Let's spend a couple minutes with Pandora. Just real quickly, we'll say goodbye to the baby. We'll say goodbye to Tang. And we will say goodbye to Miss Pandora. Welcome back, Pokecraft. Pokecraft, I should say, or Pokecraft. All right, let's go and hang out with Miss Pandora, or not Miss Pandora, Miss Rosemary, to finish up tonight. Pokecraft, we live with 9. I don't like saying that we like have 9 because we don't, they're like a sentient being. They're not something you can own kind of thing. So we live with 9. All right. Hey, Rosie. Now, hopefully, none of you do get all crazy with seeing a cat on a countertop, especially those who are new. But if you do, well, such is life. It is what it is, and it's just how we roll here. So this is Rosemary. We just had some cooking in the stove earlier. So she is a heat-seeking cat. She is a little scrawny. She's only like 5 pounds. She's always been petite as long as we've known her. And this time of the year, she always tries to seek out warmth via a stove and things like that. Yes, George, she does do all the cooking. And another fun fact, we have yet to get sick, George. So anybody who says cats are like little disease monsters, none of that is true. If anything, humans are the ones that have all the diseases. And humans can get kitties very sick. And if you just keep a clean home, you're probably in pretty good shape. Hello there. Is it Yogi? Yogi, glad to hear you're acknowledging that cats are sentient beings, just as we humans are. Right on. Yep. Absolutely, Yogi. I'm not into like saying we own animals. We own cats and dogs because, how can you? It's like saying I own a human being, right? And I thought, we kind of like gotten past the point of owning other humans. So we can't own a cat. If anything, it's the opposite. They own us type of thing. So you are welcome. Glare Bear, I think I saw, yeah, Glare Bear, hello, hello. Hope you're doing well there, Jacob. Thank you for the little gift there. Hope things are going better for you. Um, Overall, it's nice to see you here. But a little backstory. That golden emoji. I am a cat guy. Hey, dude. Well, this is not a dude. This is a girl. This cat is not a dude. Can I ask you a question? Can you buy your owner so he stops yapping? No. See, here's the thing. I'm a cat guy. I talk the whole time during these live streams. Now, if you want to enjoy just watching Rosemary, all you have to do is just turn your volume down, and the yapping goes away. That's all you got to do. It's amazing, right? Anyways, hi, and nice to see you. Sue, I appreciate the trophy cake. That's pretty neat. I haven't seen that before. Thank you, Sue. Very kind of you. Tranquil, just something just hit under your window. Well, hopefully it's nothing bad, Tranquil. Have you read about the plague? If you're asking me about the plague, are you talking about the Black Plague, Erica? If you're talking about the Black Plague, then I have, yes. John, what you saying? You can't catch a cold or a virus from a cat. You can catch other things. Trust me. Yes, yes, you definitely can, John. Especially big, big cats, right? Sue, I appreciate the donation. Sue, very kind. As always, thank you, my friend. Hey, it's our friend. Hey, JD, how you doing? How much for the cat? Well, JD, you've kind of gone over this before. You can donate, JD. Here's the thing, JD. You apparently have like $1 million, right? From previous conversations. So if you want to donate $1 million, you would be helping like an large amount of cats around the world. I'm all for that if you want to do that. Thomas Click 14 range cat question mark. Yes, this is a cat. Very good. Pokecraft, true. You have a vet in your family. She works for Fox and Friends Animal Hospital. Nice. Kelly and kids, is there really things I can catch from my cat? Yes. Kelly and Friends, again, just to be transparent, there is it has to do with their poop and their litter. Well, I guess it's mostly more their poop than their litter. It's called toxic something. I can't think of it. I know somebody in chat knows exactly what I'm talking about. That toxic mosis or something. So that is one of the things that you can catch from a cat. It happens when you're like might have a compromised immune system, and you're, yeah, like Liz is saying, you're pregnant, stuff like that kind of thing. Another thing that can happen as well with a kitty is if you are scratched and if they have like maybe something underneath their nail or something in their nail, you can get cat scratch fever. It sounds like a good dance song from like the 70s, right? But it is actually cat scratch fever, can happen. I guess I've been blessed. I've been like, shoot, I've been like bitten and scratched. I don't know, a lot over my lifetime of working with kitties, working in animal hospitals, things like that. I've never had, at least to my knowledge. Glaber, thank you for all the gifts that you're sending. Appreciate it. Excuse me. I've never had any issues. To be honest with you, humans are a lot dirtier than felines or canines are. I mean, let's just be honest about this. When it comes to cats and dogs, cats are cleaner than dogs, but both cats and dogs are cleaner than us humans. We are filthy, germ-ridden creatures compared to our canine and feline friends here. I did see like a little interesting thing, because people talk about like germs and things like that. Hey JD, I'm still waiting for that donation. Once you send it out, then I'll talk to you again. Um, let's see, Nikki, you have 8 rescues. Awesome. How long have you been rescuing kitties there, Nikki? What I wanted to say is bacteria in mouth, right? So yeah, donation, absolutely, JD, a donation. I mean, you're talking about buying a cat, so I'm asking you to donate. Seems fair. And you would help a lot more kitties, anyways. Um, I guess I wanted to be a little bit more proactive in tonight's chat, so I'm a little bit more. How much do you want? Well, JD, before you talked about like sending or spending or like buying these cats for $1 million. So I'll tell you what, you don't have to do $1 million donation. Do $100,000 donation. So it's 10%. I'm giving you a 90% discount here. And then I'll praise you. I'll praise you all every time I see you. We'll see what happens here. I doubt anything. Um, got my wife laughing in the background. It is kind of funny. But anyways, so what I wanted to talk about here really, really quickly was bacteria in mouth. So a cat roughly has about 200 different types of bacteria in their mouth at any given point. Okay? Around there. A oh no, you're not gonna get any cat. No, you're just gonna help cats. Yeah. So JD, yeah, no, you're not gonna you're not gonna do anything like that. No. That's not gonna happen. But anyways, hello there, Cheyenne. How you doing? A dog has roughly about 600 different types of bacteria in their mouth at any different time. Rosemary, to a point, their saliva does, because the cat saliva has like antibacterial, antimicrobial, and one other thing. I can't remember what the other thing is. I can't think of what the other thing is. But anyways, and then a human. So a cat has about 200. A dog has about 400 to 500, roughly, and a human has millions, depending on the human, of course, but millions of different types of bacteria um, on inside their mouth. So just think about that. Thank you, Spencer, for that gift. I appreciate it. Catitude agreed. If JD wants to spend money, then send some to me. That's funny, Catitude. Yeah, that's funny. JD, I can't say I'm talking back our deal, taking back our deal. No, because we never talked about an orange cat or anything. I just talked about if you wanted to help other cats around the world, then send in a donation, and every single cent of it will go to cats around the world and will help many, many cats. But unfortunately, though, I don't believe what you're saying. So, I mean, it only goes so far. Then eventually, I mean, the jig is kind of up. So, yeah. All right, John, what are you saying? Why is the cat on the stove? Probably not a good idea. If you're cooking at another time, cat might want to lay on the stove. John, these cats own this house, so that's the one thing you got to know. Don't worry about the kitty on the stove, because we clean our house. So anything that this cat might have, it gets cleaned. So the kitty's good. Sue, if you want a cat, JD, if you want a cat, there are shelters full of cats needing a home. Polecat Did you know that cats are good for pregnant women because they can sense the baby, and when they purr, it helps calm their mind and other stuff? I did not know that. I did not know that. Bruce, a human bite is more dangerous than an animal bite. It probably is, Bruce. Most definitely. Anyways, this has definitely been an interesting live, I will say. We had some video game questions that I guess, unfortunately annoyed some folks, but, hey, I can't please everybody all the time. We had JD, our rich friend here, who unfortunately I think is just JD, you will donate the 10,000, but you need at least one cat. Here you go, JD. I will send you a stuffed animal cat. Does that work? And I'll even send you an orange stuffed animal cat. Hey, we'll see. Anyways, let me end on my 3 things here. Adopt, don't shop. Put breeders out of business. We don't need cat breeders. Don't need to exist. If you are thinking about adopting, then adopt a senior cat, an older cat, and always, always, always advocate for your feline friends. So, but anyways, yeah, I don't know. I guess that's it for tonight. Like I said, it's been interesting. JD, I'll wait for that donation, and then I will give you that. I'll send you that stuffed animal orange tabby. I'll even send you 2. Let me know. And wow, you really don't want to give up your cats? Yeah, no, I don't. And JD, I will wait for that donation. Like I said, it'll be the 10,000 JD donation, and you will help literally hundreds of cat rescues around the world. Anyways, bye. Take care. God bless. Pokecraft, it's normally not like this, but sometimes live streams, they can kind of go off the rails a little bit, and you just have to go with the flow. And, it happens. It's live. Anyways, bye-bye all. Have a good night. We'll say goodbye to Miss Rosie. Miss Rosie. Well, Miss Rosie can't be bothered right now. She's in a deep sleep. All right, bye all.